It is such a beautiful day, so I thought I'd take advantage of it. There's a slight breeze and nice fluffy clouds in the sky, but for the most part, it's clear where we are. Most of the clouds are by the mountains, and there is a chance of rain today. My local nursery was having a sale on perennials, and I got so many beautiful ones. Now, some of them are the true and tested that I've had in my garden, and they do well, like the catmint and the yarrow here. I've tried both of these, but there's two types of bee balm that I want to get planted. Also some penstemon and pink pearl agastache and another agastache. Some empty spots in the middle garden, so I want to kind of make that a test garden and see how some of these other plants do. Because I'd be interested to know if I can grow anything other than the catmint and the yellow yarrow. These are the plants that I divided and also took cuttings from. Some of them, there's nothing showing. The yarrow is actually coming up and doing well. This is the red hot poker, and nothing is really going on except this one here. It actually had a bloom come up, so I cut that back because I wanted its roots to get established. But I might actually add these, go ahead and plant them in the ground because I know they'll definitely come back. Not much is going on over here other than the Russian sage and then the comfrey. There's 3 plants that are starting to come back up. So I'll probably get those planted out. And I'm not sure about the Russian sage. I might give it more time so I can keep on watering it every day. But we'll see. There's 2 spots that I really want to use as the test garden, and that's this area here because I have a lot of blank spaces. But I would prefer to use this center garden because there are several blank spaces here, and this gets the most sun. So I had 4 plants over here. I need to re-amend this soil. I think what happened is I just planted it into the native soil, and it got maybe too soppy because I had black-eyed Susans here, but I don't think there was enough good drainage. So that's what I'll be working on, is amending the soil so it creates more drainage, and then getting the plants planted into here. I probably could fit all the plants here because I have 5 spots here, another one there, and probably 4 spots over there. So I think I'm going to work on this first, getting the soil amended. Like I said, I have amended this side of the garden bed, so I don't have to work on that. I won't work on these first. I'll leave them for last, but I want to go ahead and take this tray here, which has a lot of the newer perennials, and give it a go. All right. Okay, so far I'm liking the placement of the plants. I think that will be amazing. Remember, here I don't have to amend since I already did. So I can go ahead and get the plants planted in here. I need to go get a bag of soil for that section over there. And most of these are drought tolerant once established. They also like leaner soil. So I'm not going to be adding any fertilizer. I'll just do the amendment and make sure it's well draining. I believe that was my issue with this side here, is that we have clay soil, so the plants can get a bit waterlogged when it does rain or when I water them. I bought 3 bags of soil, but I'm hoping that 1 bag will be good enough for this sector. Yeah, this is definitely amended and will give it a better drainage because there's a lot of organic matter in there. So that'll be nice. Actually, I'm gonna go get my garden hose so I can put some water in here before putting the plant in. Let's put that back in. I also watered the plant in so it doesn't dry out. That'll be perfect. Oh. Looks like Jeff has a whole load of debris. He was out there cleaning up the fence and also a fallen tree. What is that? He left Kellogg? Kellogg! Come here. Oh, he said he was chasing a jackrabbit. He always loves to chase those things, but they're just way too fast. It's later in the day and I'm editing the video. I forgot to go over the plants and I realized that at the beginning of the video, my mic wasn't plugged in all the way, so there was a bit of wind noise. I apologize for that. Here we have the lavender. I have tried lavender before, but this is a different variety. This is a super blue. I have an orange and yellow canna that was already there. I planted it earlier this season. And this Nepeta or cat's mint is a different variety. It's the picture perfect. So I'm interested to see how that is going to grow here. We have 3 Aakash, and this one here is the Blue Fortune. I like that one. I like how tall it is. And then this one here, so bushy. It is the Mango Tango. So cute. I like the colors in that. The next one is the Pink Pearl. And that one has a darker foliage. Then another Nepeta. And these are the gladiolus I planted earlier in the season. I think they're a mixture of different colors. And this one here is a yarrow. I don't know if I've grown this variety before. I don't think so. No, this is the paprika. I think I might have. But I'm interested to see how that grows in this spot. And this is a native plant. I think it's actually a baby salt bush. But I'll leave it for now. I might pull it because they get pretty big, obviously, and can take up the whole bed. So I don't want it doing that. Underneath the nectarine, we have this, which I've never grown. It's so pretty. It's got the purple flowers, or some people would call it blue. It's called Platycodum Blue. So that'll be interesting. It already has some blooms on it. Isn't that pretty? I love that flower. There's more coming along. I do plan on adding some flowers through here as well. And we have another Nepeta there. This is an echinacea. I love how it starts out that kind of chartreuse or lime color. This one is Prairie Blaze Vintage Lime. It's beautiful. But then as it gets older or matures, well, there's an ant on it. It just turns a pink with kind of dark red center. And then here we have Monarda, which is Bee Balm. And then this one is called Balmy Pink. And the other one is Balmy Purple. I planted this fern bush last season, and it is really pretty. It's a native. So look at the little yellow and white flowers. I'm excited that that's getting some size to it. There's another one over there. It's not as developed as this one. Okay, let's go back to the regular video where I show you other places that I planted things. Well, the test garden is done, and I'm really interested to see what will actually survive and thrive. But now that I've added drainage into the planting areas, I think they will all do good. But I actually like the color combinations too. It's gonna look good. The reason why I planted the lavender over there, it was supposed to be here, but I didn't notice on the other ones, but this specific Black-Eyed Susan, look, it's actually coming back. It's not going to match the color palette because it's yellow and obviously a dark circle. But I don't know. I'll leave it, and if I want to move it at a later time, I can do so. But I'm glad one of them decided to come back because none of the other ones did. I planted 5 throughout here. So I started filling in certain spots with my true and tested plant. This planter has always been empty. Whatever I put in it doesn't do well. So I thought, hey, let me try some drought-tolerant plants that get a little large. This is a new version of Russian sage. This is a crazy blue. I have the other one. I think this one is a kind of a darker color. So I'm interested to see what that'll look like. It's very cold hardy, so it should do well over winter in the plant. Yarrow as well. And if I need to, I can thin it out. This is DayZ. I took one of the transplants and put it in here. Then I put a Nepeta down there with the trumpet vine that's already been here. Oh, and I added in some yarrow, which is the ones I divided, and also the red hot poker. So this should fill out nicely. The plan with my mom's memorial garden was to add in plants here and there. So I did add in 4 plants. I added in the yarrow here, and then the Nepeta there. One of the yarrow starting to come up, and I checked the roots, and the roots are starting to develop, and I also added in a red hot poker. Now back there I have Russian sage, which should get big, so I'll see. It did die back, but it's coming back from the root. I probably can add in some plants here, but I'll do that at a later time. I just want to see how the Russian sage develops. And that's pretty much it for what I planted. Look, there's a little fly on the yarrow. I have one left. I think it's pollinating it. Flies do pollinate. I just don't like the aggravating ones that like to land on you and bite. I don't think I'm going to transplant any of the other plants. I could, the yarrow, because it's starting to leaf out. That means it's developed some root, but I can give that time also. I did want to get those 3 comfrey that are starting to leaf out in place, but I really haven't figured it out, so I might save that for a later video. I almost forgot to mention I did add a red hot poker here. I saw the pot and I was like, oh yeah, I did add something here. So that should fill this spot out nicely. Glad everything is done, and I'll give you an update later on how everything works out. I just had lunch, which was leftover meatloaf on the deck here, and I'm enjoying some of my gardening channels that I watch on YouTube. But I want to thank y'all for hanging out with me during this video. Hopefully we'll see you next time. Don't forget, if you want to check out more videos, they'll be right over here, or you can subscribe if you'd like to. Bye for now. Mwah.